Of Astrology, I look inside, and that's my new theme song. I love that song. I can't even put it into words. And there is a story behind that, okay? I actually lost my old theme song. I accidentally deleted it from the software program I use to create my music, because I make all my own songs. I don't know if you know that I made this song, but I deleted the song, and I contacted the software company, and they're like, no, that's your creation. If you delete it, it's gone. And I'm heartbroken, but I've used it so many times. Just go back and listen to some old videos, if I want to get, if I want to reminisce over the song. But yeah, you guys, I'm in a really crazy mood. I've been in a really crazy mood now for about 48 hours. And I like it. I know it's that we're leading up to the full moon. It's going to be a lunar eclipse moon in Sagittarius at 5 degrees of Sagittarius. That is in my 11th house of basically like fun. It's going to set off that 11th and 5th house axis between Gemini and Sag. And I've got a lot of planets in Gemini, because we've got a lot of planets in Gemini. And we're going to talk about where the planets are really quickly before I do some free readings for all the signs, because I got to get those signs done now, because we're already in Gemini season. So, hey, let's do that. So, okay, right now the sun is at 2 degrees of Gemini, and the moon is at 15 degrees of Libra. So we're getting pretty close to the Sagittarius. Mercury's at 22 degrees of Gemini, and Venus is at 17 degrees of Gemini. And the North Node is at 10 degrees of Gemini. So there's a stellium. We've got a stellium in Gemini, people. We've got a stellium going. Now, Saturn at 13 degrees of Aquarius, it is actually trine both the moon and Venus and the North Node. There's just a grand trine all over the place. It's right now in particular, we're in the midst of a grand trine, which is probably why I felt like partying so much today and dancing tonight. So some people may be out partying, some of the clubs are starting to open back up, and they're getting a little lax on, wearing the mask. And so people are starting to come out. It's summertime. Also, Mars is at 18 degrees of Cancer. And that 18 degrees of Cancer is not really setting up any problems for anyone. In fact, that Mars in Cancer is moving very closely toward a beautiful trine with Neptune at 22 degrees of Pisces. And that, thank goodness, I think that Pisces that needs that right now, because Mercury and Neptune are square. Mercury's at 22 degrees of Gemini, and Neptune's at 22 degrees of Pisces. That's a square. And I think it's a really ugly square, because Mercury's at home and Neptune's at home. Neither one is budging. So Neptune may be completely delusional, maybe, in a haze, maybe even deceiving themselves. But Mercury is wide awake, okay? Mercury can see everything right now. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if someone was reading someone the riot act. Now, I'm hoping it's going to come out in a more pleasant way because they're mutable signs. And if, if there is some irritation for either Pisces or Saggies or Geminis out there, or even Virgos, just remember to, always go for the most positive, the most uplifting feeling. Never let yourself go into that darkness. 'Cause I think a lot of us just kind of went into the darkness and hung out there. Also, Jupiter is officially in Pisces. That's at 0 degrees and 54 minutes of Pisces. It is technically square the sun right now. The sun is at 2 degrees of Gemini. That's a square. And so with Jupiter square the sun, oh gosh, especially since Jupiter rules Sagittarius, which is opposed, the sign opposed Gemini. So this lunar eclipse moon coming up in a few days is going to be a doozy. I really just wanted to let you guys know because that square from Jupiter is happening. And Jupiter, well, I mean, before it gets to the full moon, it's Saggy moon is going to square its own little Jupiter self. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. It's probably going to happen in tomorrow sometime. So be aware of that. It might just be a moment where something really strange happens. Just the one thing I think when I think about those two, Sag, Gemini, Pisces, even Virgo, avoid getting into crazy philosophical arguments like disagreements because you don't see it exactly the same way as the next person. And I could see that. I know that there's a lot of this stuff going on out there, like bickering and arguing and not seeing eye to eye, and people going on with the GOP and Donald Trump and Biden, and this one's bad and that one bad, and nobody's happy with nothing. And I'm thinking, I don't even think about those things anymore. I don't know if that's right. I mean, in the back of my mind, they're there, and every once in a while, I'll look at a sound bite or something. But I've pulled myself out of that collective. I'm not trying to get it. It's all me construct anyway. You realize that, right? Parties, races, colors, all it's all man-made. It's all construct. Because in reality, we're all one. We're all inside of this together. You can try to separate us and make all these different reasons and cause all of that chaos if you want, but I don't want to have anything to do with that. As a sacred soul light healer, it's my job to raise the vibration of the world and to wake some people up to the reality that they're living in a construct created by man, for man. So anyway, I won't harp too much on that because we can get pretty deep on that one. Uranus is at 11 degrees of Taurus. And that is square Saturn still. That because it's almost at 12 degrees. And so it's like 1 degree away from an exact square with Saturn in Aquarius. It's not a good, I don't like that square at all. Not at all. Saturn and Uranus, that is stability and solidity and pragmatism and seriousness and conservatism against let's just let it all hang out and freedom and everything that is chaos. So those two are like really at odds, and we're probably seeing that in what I just mentioned, like with the politics and all of that, because we're dealing with serious issues. And it's so funny because, and I'm not going to harp on this, but one of the reasons I stay away from the politics and all of that is because someone can see something and see it so and construe it in such a way to make it work for them, but in reality they miss the whole point that they may be harming someone else. And I feel like if there is anything that you're doing, if anything that you're doing, and it requires or involves harming another, it's not the right path, because that's not the solution. Harming others is never the solution. I mean, if you can avoid it, unless it's some kind of self-defense, but there's no need for that type of anything now. So very interesting, right? What I'm seeing here. Anyway, I think I've actually covered all the planets. Capricorn Pluto at 26 degrees sits all by itself. It's technically, I guess, still within that range of connecting to Pluto and Neptune, because they're sextile and it's only 3 degrees. So I'm going to give it. So that's still happening, and that's good. That Neptune does have a little bit of support by Pluto, because Pluto is retrograding and it's going toward an exact sextile. So that's good. It's got a little bit of that. But just be careful, because, you know, even as I'm sitting here talking to you, some of you might be saying, what is that woman saying? Because Neptune is very nebulous. And in my mind, I understand exactly what I'm saying. I mean, I'm like, you always go for the highest vibration, for the most positive vibration. If you're not pulling for the highest, for the best, you're not going to get the highest and the best, are you? So, you know, we forget that, because sometimes I'll get upset and I'll have moments too. And then I'll catch myself like, oh, am I going for that, for my highest vibration, for my highest thought? No, I'm going in the gutter. Let me fix my mind. Right? So we all have those moments like that. And it's just a matter of pulling ourselves back in and bringing that joy back into our hearts. So that's my message. And that's where the planets are as of May 22, 21. So anyway, I'm gonna pull some cards for you guys. I'm gonna do it. I'll pull the cards. I'm gonna see what's there anyway. I'm nosy. Let's see what we've got going on for people this week. And let's see, we're at the 22nd. So, you know, this will be from like basically the end of May until the end, almost the end of June. So whenever I get here, pushing the crystals back. You guys have so many crystals here. Ridiculous. Okay. Starting with Gemini, because we're in Gemini season. Let's see what we're doing. Gemini. Gemini. Hey. Seeing swords here. What are you worried about, Gemini? They are swords. A sword sign, but in their minds, Geminis will sit around and think and think and think. Okay, Gemini. Wow. Okay. This is what I see for Gemini. First card. Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins. Getting that offer, probably for money. We all want that offer for money. And I'm like, oh, you might get an email. Someone says, get involved in this. It's going to make you money. And the 9 of Swords. This is what I don't like. Let's say, for instance, when you're in this kind of mode, even when you get that offer, if you got stinking thinking, right? You got stinking thinking, it won't matter, because you won't, it's almost like you won't see it. You know what I mean? So you got to get out of that. Look at that 9 of Swords. He ain't even looking at that money or helping or coins or anything. He's too into himself, into his head. So you got to get yourself out of your head, out of your mind, so you can see what's around you, because there is opportunity around you, Gemini. It's time to learn something new. Maybe you're the teacher, Gemini. Gemini is like good teachers. It could be that you're learning something, and this could be about a commitment, a relationship, a marriage. Oh Lord, I hope it ain't about the money. Oh Lord. Yeah, you're feeling bound, Gemini. It might be something about that money. Look at this. Eight of Swords, feeling bound, like I'm tied. I can't get away. Oh, yeah, it's all about that money. And here it is, 4 coins. Hold on to what you got. Hold on to what you got. You're feeling somebody's pulling on that money. I ain't happy about that. And here is that Queen of Cups. Emotional. And Gemini, if you're a female, you might even be feeling emotional about this situation. Here's the Page of Staffs, Gemini. It's in the current position. You got some new creative ideas. I told you I sense some new way for you to make money, some new creative way for you to get ahead. What happened in the background? What? This is so upsetting. All this best laid plans and it just disappeared on the background. But anyway, Gemini, with this Page of Swords here, or Page of Staffs, this is some new creative idea. Again, I'm sensing you've got an opportunity to make money, maybe an offer coming in to make money. And here's a 5 of Coins. 5 of Coins. There's that worry again with the money. There it is. So I hope you can fix that. I'm going to try to fix what's going on with my background because that don't make no sense. I'm going to do it right now because I got OCD and this is bothering me since I'm here. Like it don't make no sense. I went to go fix it during the show. Like I don't understand like what's going on. Why aren't you working? Like where'd you go? Oh, it's a look at a green screen. Okay, here we go. So here we go. We hit the 5 of Coins, right? So here you are in literally like feeling horrible about, I think, money. But look, I don't know what is going on, Gemini. Not really. Whatever it is. Got the Ace of Swords popped up here. This is your ace. So you're going to pull out of this. It's a mental game right now for you. And I think because you can have complete and total victory. And I think if this has something to do with someone who is not putting you first, not respecting you, not, just not honoring you, walk away. This is the walk away card. Some Geminis might be thinking about it. Again, I'm sensing emotion. Here's the Empress. There's a lot of creativity and emotion going on here. Maybe when you use your creativity, I think you'll be able to get past this worry you've got about money, having enough. Because I sense there is worry here about having enough. That's what I got here. This concern about it, holding on to what you got. Look at that. But you know what? I like taking the cards apart because I get those hidden messages when I do it. And I got it again. Whatever is going on, you had 2 8s. I think this really is about getting an offer about a job or a new way of making money, maybe online. 2 8s is drive, it's ambition, it's your willpower, it's having that ambition, that gumption to go get it. You got these 2 8s, so go get it, right? Go get it. And you got this ace of swords. You got to have complete victory here. Look, I think this is about learning, maybe going into class to learn a new skill, a new creative way of doing things, a new creative way of starting new things and making whatever you need in this life. You might be pregnant, maybe. This could be a commitment in the pregnancy. It could. I mean, the Hierophant and the Empress, and the Ace of Swords, but it could just be learning a new creative way of doing things so that you can expand your life and have what you want. Okay? So I hope that resonated with some Geminis, because that was my message for you, Gemini. And I do hope that you get in touch with that creative side of you that it wants to create new creative things. So it could be childbirth. Remember that. I mean, oh, new creative things, I said, right? But on the bottom of the deck is the death card. So that could be what the worry is. Maybe you have to let go of something, or something is ending before you get this new creative, whatever it is, right? So good luck, Gemini. Good luck. Much love to you. I'm going to move on to the next sign, which is the sign of Cancer. Cancer. Let's put the music up and party while I shuffle. Hey. I will party. Yes. All right. Okay. I love it. Let's go. So let's see what we're telling the beautiful sign of Cancer. Divine Spirit, show me clearly that special message for the sign of, oh, punch popped out. Cancer. Cancer, let's see, show me. Cancer, show me clearly. What are we sharing with the beautiful, wonderful sign of Cancer? Cancer. Cancer. Cancer, show me. Here we go. Hey, all right. Get it. Oh, 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 Cancer. Cancer. Hey, Cancer. Hey, Cancer. I'm partying for you. All right. Cancer, it starts out good, okay? Started out with the Magician. So even if you're, feeling not that great, because sometimes the Magician, it indicates you got some body pains, you know what I mean? But whatever's going on, you got all the tools you need for your success, to get what you want, to achieve your goals. And if you've been in any kind of battle, it's over. Then put those swords down and walk away. It's over. Okay? Ain't nobody even mess with you. You're the Magician. All right? And look, here's the 9 of Cups. This is you getting your victory. It is. But look, Cancer, I'm just going to tell you, because I know a Cancer so much, who I'm just imagining this man who's all puffed up. You know, that 9 of Cups will get you all puffed up. You know what I mean? But it will get you what you want. I think you got some love coming, romance coming, some luck coming. There's a lot coming for your way, Cancer. A lot. This is a good period for Cancer. And even though Gemini, Cancer, Gemini sits in your 12th house, but at the Knight of Coins, you got an offer, I think, of money coming. Money coming, an offer, and I wouldn't say no to it. It might be someone putting their hand out for your money, but I think that's you getting the money. And here's the King of Staffs, you being a leader. If you're a male, you being a leader, a well-dressed man, a king. Could be dealing with a Leo if you're a woman. Could be, or an Aries or a Sag. Might be. Whatever is going on, something is ending. It's the Death card. Something's ending. I think you got your justice. I think it's the end of whatever has been plaguing you, that's been a problem for you. You're going to get your justice. We reap what we sow. It's time for you to reap what you have sown. This is the Justice card. It's putting an end to whatever is not serving you. And now you got the Ace of Staffs. You got a brand new beginning coming, a new creative beginning. New creative ways of doing things, new creative success, maybe even a new child coming in your life. This is ultimate creativity. And here you are, Cancer, Chariot, complete and total victory coming in quickly. And if that wasn't enough for you to win, you win! win, Cancer. You got the Sun card. You win. You win. Whatever is going on, have courage. 3 of Staffs. Have courage to get what you want, Cancer, because you freaking win. Nobody better mess with Cancer right now. Cancer's winning. Winning. Okay? Tell Cancer they ain't winning. All those major arcana. I'm like, what? Your creative new beginning, Mr. and Miss Cancer? Oh my goodness. Look at this major arcana, okay? Because this is the way I'm going to read it. You know, I like to read the major arcana separately. Because this one I really have to, because there were so many. Cancer, you're the magician. You got all the tools you need to win. You got all the tools you need to succeed, no matter what. And you're putting an end to something. Something is ending. Maybe the way you've been living, whatever you've been going through, it's ending. You're not stuck in that. And this is your justice, because we reap what we sow. And whatever you've sown, that's what you reap, okay? And I think it's going to be good. Might be a court case going in your favor because you win, okay? Here you are, Cancer, in your chariot, and it's coming quickly. And you win, Cancer. You win unequivocally. This is a good time for Cancer. Cancer, y'all got money coming out of no Lord. Just be careful, though. On the bottom of the deck, 10 of Swords. Like I said, the magician sometimes has physical ailments. I sense it again with the 10 of Swords. That could be mental ailments or physical ailments. Watch out for the mental and physical ailments. It could just be somebody you feel like someone stabbed you in the back. So be careful of that too, okay? So I hope this resonated with some Cancers, and I hope you really do win. I love it when people win. All right, much love to you, Cancer. So let's party on up while I get the cards ready for Leo, because that's who's up next. Leo. Leo. Hey. Leo. 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 Hey. Okay, let's get going with this for Leo. Let me put my little party song back on, because it helps me to have fun. I'm sweating. This light makes me sweat. Oh, I'm already sweating. I'm only on Leo. Oh, no, no, no. They say the lights make you sweat. This light makes me sweat. Oh, my gosh. So what are we going to tell the beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous sign of Leo? Leo. I mean, what? I am sweating. I didn't even bring out any powder, just nothing but shine, shine, shine all over my face. So sorry, guys. Ugh. Okay, wipe off the sweat. I still got sweat on my, that's how much sweat it is. Like, why? And I don't know where you live at, but where I live in Seattle. So Seattle is so weird. It doesn't know if it wants to be summer or spring or fall. It had went down in the 40s. It was up in the 70s, went in the 40s, and I think it went back up in the 70s, and that's what's happening. So, and if it gets really bad, guys, I'm going to put the fan on because I am not suffering. So we're doing Leo, right? Leo, divine spirit, show me what we're sharing with the sign of Leo. Leo. Get back out. Okay. Leo. 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 Wow. Leo. 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 Wow, you too? Leo. Oh. Leo. That's too many. Leo. Leo. Wow. Give me. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. You guys, I really am putting on the fan. I'm hot. Give me a second. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm back, you guys. So we're doing Leo. Leo, your first card, Six of Staves. Six of Staves. Whatever is going on, Leo, you are head and shoulders above your competition. Head and shoulders. Okay. They can't touch you. You might be worried about that, though. You might be worried about the competition. You might be worried about whether or not you'll have your victory, having bad thoughts, bad nightmares. It's important for you to understand, Leo, our success is all up here. Really. Don't psych yourself out. I think you've got the success. I mean, it started with you being the victor, right? So don't fake yourself out. Having those bad thoughts and bad nightmares and success is all about the mindset. Remember that. And I think you've got some creative ideas coming in, some new potential, some new ways of doing things, maybe learning new things. I think you just need to have some patience. Here's a temperance card. Just test the waters, have some patience. It doesn't always happen right away. So if you try something and you fail, don't give up. And look, here's the integrity card, Seven of Staffs. Don't give up. Have fortitude. It might not be easy to get to the victory, but if you give up, you know you ain't going to get the victory, right? So don't give up. And here's the King of Coins. All right, Leo. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo, but this could just be you after you don't give up, getting your money, hopefully. And I really think you're worried about the money. This is in your current position as Five of Coins. So I really think that some Leos are worried about the money. Whatever this is, it's going to end. This is the judgment card. Like this is your the final decision on the matter. Judgment card. And I think that you might feel that you got stabbed in the back. Ten of Swords. You're really worried. I don't know if it's a relationship that went bad or something, Leo. Um, it could be health issues, maybe, but I really feel like some Leos feel like they got stabbed in the back. And look, you're worried about it. You're not happy. I inherently, right now, I sense some Leos are just slightly not happy. Maybe because somebody did stab them in the back, or they feel like they don't have enough money, or they're worried about money, or they're worried about their opportunities, or how they're going to do something new, or how they're going to bring in money. They're looking at the options on how to do that, and that's worrisome. They're really worried. But look, at the end of it all, it's the world. You've got this potential to have the world at your feet, Leo. You've got the potential to have worldly success, but you've got to believe it. This is about your belief systems. I mean, I really feel like some Leos might need to see like a mindset coach or a life coach or something like that. Someone that's going to help them to stay out of that mindset, that takes them into a darker place. And, stay positive because that's what's going to get you there. Okay. That's important for you to know. I'm going to just look at the major arcana separately, and there were only three, Leo. Temperance card. Have patience. Have patience. Don't give up just because it didn't work one time. Most people fail their way to success. Like they fail again and again. I fail every week. I come here and I look. I don't got 10,000. I don't have 10,000 views. I failed. I don't have 1,000 views. I failed. I don't. I. But I don't look at it that way. It's all part of the journey, and you have to have that patience to look at life that way too. It's all a part of the journey. And this is your judgment. I think whatever's going on, it's going to end because the judgment card is like, that's it. It's the final straw. It's all coming to a close. And a final decision is going to be made on it. And here's the world card. And that's your last card. This tells me that at the end of whatever you went through, the potential for you to have what you want is there. The world card is a worldly card, and it also can indicate financial success. It can indicate travel. It's options. It's you not giving up on your options. Okay. So good luck, Leo. May you get your options. and not worry. And look, on the bottom of the deck, the star. That's an Aquarius usually, but it also is indicative of the sun shining on you again after you pour out your emotions and let go of what's been upsetting you. So good luck, okay? So we're going to move on to the next sign, which is the sign of Virgo. Virgo, 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 Virgo. Something to tell Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Let's see. Virgo, let's see. Virgo. Let's see, Divine Spirit, show me clearly that message for Virgo. What are we sharing with Virgo? Show me clearly. What's that? Oh, Virgo. Oh, something has peeked out. You too. Et tu, Buddhas. Et tu. Virgo. 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 Hey. Virgo. 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 Ooh, Virgo. Ooh, Virgo. Ooh, Virgo. Wow. Mhm. Ooh. Mm, mm. Okay, let's talk to the Virgos. Virgos, what y'all going through? You know, I have to, when I look at this, I have to say, you know, it's Gemini season, and Gemini squares Virgo. So I shouldn't be surprised. And the full moon coming up, the lunar eclipse is going to be square Virgo in Sagittarius. So, Virgos, this week, I want you to really, just be mindful of that this is a square. There's going to be stress. Perhaps there might be some friction, might be arguments. Be aware of this so it doesn't take you by surprise. Also, here's a Six of Coins, your first card. This indicates the more you give, the more you get. The more you give out, the more you get. Because I feel like some Virgos feel stabbed in the back. Ten of Swords, you're another one. Feeling stabbed in the back like you've been let down. Maybe feeling like your body hurts. You may be in physical pain, but you might feel like someone's let you down. And you just don't feel good. Here's the Seven of Staffs. It's telling you don't give up. Don't give up. I know it's difficult. It ain't easy. But have fortitude. Have integrity. Don't you give up. Maybe this is about your relationship. Maybe it's about a marriage. Maybe it's about, teaching, because the Hierophant is usually like a teacher. And perhaps you are in a position like a teacher, or, where they look up to you and your words. That could be. Whatever is going on, Eight of Coins. I sense some Virgos are learning a new skill, learning a new way to make money, learning a new trade even. And look, here's the King of Coins. Making the money, right? Or learning how to make that extra money, or a new way to do the money. Here's the Four of Swords. This is in the current position. I think some Virgos are really feeling isolated. Maybe feeling lonely, maybe feeling misunderstood, in their head a little bit. Yeah, with that Ten of Swords, I can understand why you would get in your head, but reach out to others maybe, or you might be getting others reaching out to you. I'm going to call my baby. She's a Virgo. But, Page of Cups, you might get that call, that emotional offer, that letter, that email, that text, something that's emotional maybe, where you can talk about it. But I sense that there's definitely going to be an ending. Here's a Tower. This is like after something you've been working on, something you've been building. for a while. It all just falls apart. It feels like it's falling apart. And you might be like, why? Why is it falling apart? But you might really feel like it's falling apart. Here's the Eight of Cups. And, I just sense for some Virgos, you're just going to be like, look, I don't feel like you're putting me first. I'm walking away from this. Because if you don't feel like you're being honored, that is what happens sometimes. It You want to be treated with love and respect. Now, I would be careful about pain because that could be part of it. But this is the Nine of Coins. You've got victory coming. You do. You just have to stay out of your head. Don't get vain, into yourself. But you got money coming. I really do believe it. Just be careful of the arguments. Here's the Page of Swords. That's communication, but I don't always like the Page of Swords communication because sometimes it's that kind of snarky communication. I just noticed you had two pages in this reading. Oh, you also have two eights, it looks like. This is why I pull the cards apart. They tell a whole different story than I do. So look, two eights, that's you having drive, willpower, and ambition. Like, don't give up. Have that drive, willpower, and ambition, to go for what you want. Things don't always come easy. I mean, I know we want things to come easy, but life isn't always easy. It doesn't always come easy. You had two pages. Some of you might be training young people at work, young people, or it might be young people getting in your business in some way that you're getting in your life. Don't forget you have the King of Swords, King of Coins. That could be you, Virgo. And this is amazing because they only had two major arcana. Hierophant could be a Taurus, but this is the teacher. This is like a pope. This is like the big shot, the big wig, the guy making the decision. It also could be a marriage. It could be a commitment. It could be the traditional mindset, right? But whatever that is, that mindset, that tradition, that's falling apart. And it could be falling apart so you can get a new beginning. So, no matter what, just remember that. And at the bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. It could be falling apart so you can get a new beginning. With the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, that's like around and around and around she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. But you know what? She's going around that wheel and change is coming. And so prepare yourself for it because change is afoot. And if you go into it with the right attitude, Virgo, it'll be positive change, okay? Much love and light to you, Virgo. Moving on to the next sign, which is the sign of Libra. Let's see what we're doing, Libra. Libra. Okay. Libra. 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 One more. Let's see. What are we telling the sign of Libra? Divine Spirit, show me clearly. That special message for you. Ooh, that popped up in the air. Libra. Libra. Oh, Libra. Libra. Uh-oh. Libra. Too many, I think. I don't know. I'm taking. Oh, it's a lot, but it's a message. Okay, Libra. These wanted to come out, and this is what we're going to talk about. Libra, Nine of Coins. I just saw this card in another reading, and Libra, the thing about the Nine of Coins, This is you getting your victory. This is a victory card, but you have to be careful about being vain, being into yourself, because it can bring on, jealousies, but it can also isolate you. So, be careful of that, Libra. But here's a 5 of Cups. I think some Libras have been in their cups, drinking, worried, concerned, upset, feeling alone, maybe even crying in the drink alone. It could be about love, maybe a lovers making a decision about love. Ooh, wait, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, it stayed upright. I was going to say, if it had turned over, I was like, it fell out of my hand, but I picked it up, it was still upright. So that, okay. But next was the King of Swords. So, if Libra, this could be you, because you are the King of Swords, you could be. And so you might be doing some reconnaissance on something, I don't know. But, or, information, because King of Swords is always inquisitive. It's you, Libra, basically turning up in your own reading. And I think you might be learning something new. 3 of Coins. Learning a new skill, learning a new way of doing things, learning a way for you to succeed, right? Because the next card, and it's in the current decision, is the Sun. You win. You're another one. You win. And I think this is the actual, like, this is what's happening now. This is the current right now death card. So I think you win, because something is ending. You're putting an end to what's not working, learning that new skill, getting rid of what's not working for you. Here's a Knight of Coins. I think you've got an offer coming in. Maybe someone's either offering you money or you are offering money, some way of making money, some news coming in about money, something like that. And it's coming quickly. Here's a Chariot, here's success. I love it. And here is that communication about the money, waiting for your ships to come in, 2 of Coins. And it might come in, Libra, I'm not kidding, because it ends on the Ace of Coins. That's all about the money. Money. Now, there were a couple of extra cards that came out. It was a 6 of Cups, looking back at the past, a 5 of Coins, all down in your, worried about the money or who's going to pay the bills. 9 of Cups, all in your emotions, into yourself, maybe so much in yourself, you're missing something. That 9 of Cups does that, but I do think you got victory coming. No doubt about it. Really do. You got victory. You had the I win card, so I see that victory coming. You had a couple of 9s here, though, and a couple of 5s. I think whatever is going on, when I see a couple of 5s like that, that's like, yeah, it's not great, right? But whatever it is, it's like a bad day, not a bad life. It's a bad day, not a bad week. It's a bad day, not a bad, year or whatever. Because I think sometimes that happens where, it just feels like it's a